Hello and welcome to Creative Writing. I am Armin Rose and I will be your guide as we go through the concepts of this course. This is Part 1, Introduction to Creative Writing. What is creative writing? Creative writing is an artistic expression through written word. Creative writing is used to express a writer's thoughts and ideas in an artistic manner. Unlike other forms of writing, creative writing uses language that aims to entertain and captivate the audience. Here we shall study the difference between technical writing and creative writing through the following contexts. In forms and samples, technical writing is research journals, proposals, reports, and guidelines, while creative writing is poetry, fiction, and drama. The objectives of technical writing is to instruct and inform, while creative writing is to entertain. The content of technical writing are facts, and creative writing is imagination. The audience of technical writing is a specific target audience, while the audience of creative writing is the broad audience. The diction of technical writing is formal, and creative writing is informal. The structure of technical writing is systematic, while creative writing is artistic. Forms of creative writing. The first form of creative writing is poetry, from the ancient Greek word poieio, meaning I create. Poetry is an art form in which language is used for its aesthetic qualities in addition to, or instead of, its notional and semantic content. Poetry is used to convey emotion or ideas in a manner that is pleasing to the reader or listener's mind or ear. Here is an example of poetry by William Wordsworth. Calm is all nature as a resting wheel. Calm is all nature as a resting wheel. The kine are couched upon the dewy grass. The horse alone, seen dimly as I pass, is cropping audibly his later meal. Dark is the ground, a slumber seems to steal o'er vale and mountain and the starless sky. Now in its blank of things, a harmony, home felt and home created, comes to heal that grief for which the senses still supply fresh food, for only then, when memory is hushed, am I at rest. My friends, I restrained those busy cares that would allay my pain. Oh, leave me to myself, nor let me feel the officious touch that makes me droop again. The second form of creative writing is fiction, from the Latin fictio, meaning the act of making, fashioning, or molding. Fiction is a form of writing created from the imagination, not presented as fact, though it may be based on a true story or situation. This is an example of fiction, an excerpt from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Jem was 12. He was difficult to live with, inconsistent, moody. His appetite was appalling, and he told me so many times to stop pestering him. I consulted Atticus. Recani's got tapeworm? Atticus said no. Jem was growing. I must be patient with him, and disturb him as little as possible. The change in Jem had come about in a matter of weeks. Mrs. Dubois was not cold in her grave. Jem had seemed grateful enough for my company when he went to read to her. Overnight, it seemed, Jem had acquired an alien set of values and was trying to impose them on me. Several times he went so far as to tell me what to do. After one altercation, when Jem hollered, "It's time you start being a girl and acting right," I burst into tears and fled to Calpurnia. The third form of creative writing is drama, from the Greek word dran, meaning to act. Drama refers to written work that is meant to be performed on the stage, in which actors act out the events and characters of a story. A dramatic work is usually called a play. This is an example of a drama, an excerpt from Much Ado About Nothing by William Shakespeare. Act 1, Scene 1, before Leonato's house. Enter Leonato, Hero, and Beatrice with a messenger. I learn in this letter that Don Peter of Aragon comes tonight to Messina. He is very near by this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him. How many gentlemen have you lost in this action? But few of any sort, and none of the name. A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Peter had bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio, much deserved on his part and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing, in the figure of a lamb, the feats of a lion. He hath indeed better expectation than you must expect to me to tell you now. He hath an uncle here in Messina, will be very much glad of it. Now that we have learned the meaning of creative writing and the 3 major forms of creative writing, let us do an activity. Write 2 essays about yourself. The first essay should be written in a technical manner. Translate the second essay in creative form. These are the rubrics for your activity. The indicators are: the first essay is written in a technical manner, the second essay is written in a creative manner, the content is the essay is clear, and the essay is in proper form with correct grammar, spelling, and proper punctuations. The total of the score will be 20 points. The ideas presented in this lesson are based on the content standards of the Department of Education. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson.